Hello, I'm going to do the Leo energy reading and I'm going to use my Tarot Grand Lux. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. Also, this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we have the current situation. We have the Queen of Wands challenged by the Empress. Ooh. Ladies are butting heads here. We have, what do you need to focus on? We have the Star card, Aquarius. Your past, leaving behind. We have the Six of Cups. Your strengths, we have the Ace of Swords. Near future, we have the Judgment. We have advice, the Four of Wands. We have the environment, the Page of Cups, something new. Your hopes and fears, we have the Hierophant, which also can be Taurus, and yay! For the potential outcome, we have the Sun card. I love it. Sun, sun, sun. Okay, so for the clarifiers, we're going to get the Gilded Tarot. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, so that could represent you being crossed by the Empress. So it could be that you're butting heads with someone, but I also feel like there's an opportunity for you to grow or learn from a new situation or a different situation, or like to learn and grow from something, but I feel like you're holding back change. I feel like you don't want something to change. You don't, because I feel like this is what you're leaving behind, and I feel like there's something that you're used to. There's something that you've been doing. Either it's a relationship, friend, family member, partnership. It could have to do with work. There's something that you're used to that has been in your life for a long time, and I feel like there's something that's changing. Maybe you need to move locations. It could be anything. Like if this relates to you, then you understand what I'm saying. That there's something that's been in your life for a really long time that is like there's changes that are happening that I feel like you're kind of dragging your feet. And you're saying, no, I don't want change. I don't want it to change. Like I said, it could be a relationship. I feel like this is something that you have been surrounded with for a very long time, but I feel like it's time for change, but you're not ready to accept that. And definitely that happens for a lot of us, is that sometimes change is exciting and it's new and we look forward to it, but some things that change, we're like, no, I don't really want it to, because I'm so used to that, or that's my routine, or that's the way I've always seen things or liked things. And it's just, it could have to do with a relationship, because we have the Lovers here. It could have to do with a Gemini. It could just be with something that you really love, something that you've kind of spent a lot of time with. What do you need to focus on? We have the Star, and then we have the Three of Pentacles, and then we have that if you prevent yourself from closing this door and moving on, that you're preventing yourself from achieving new things, right? That having new experiences or meeting new people or having new things that are so much more fulfilling, and you're denying yourself opening up those doors. Yes, like there's challenges in that and there can be obstacles in that, but I feel like you're denying yourself something. And I feel like that's what you need to focus on, is that life takes those turns and those twists and ups and downs, but it's all for us to learn and for us to grow and to experience new things, right? What are you leaving behind? Like I said, it's something that I feel that has been in your life for a long time, something that you've enjoyed. Could be something from childhood. It could be a relationship that you had, for a long time. We have Temperance, which can represent Sagittarius. I just feel like it's something that's been around for a long time, but I feel like it's kind of run its course. What are your strengths? Eight of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like once you're able to flip the switch and realize, okay, I've got to end or move on from this, or this is changing and I can't stop it from changing, I feel like once you're able to do that, I feel like you're very good at processing things and working things through. The near future, we have the judgment, which is that awakening, renewal, revival. It's a message trying to get through to you. It's that freedom. It's that flight. We have the world card, and then we have the moon. That could be Pisces. But I feel like you're headed in a new direction and you're not really sure where it's going, but I feel like you're open to the opportunities. I feel like you're listening to the message. At first it may not sound clear, it may not make sense, but I feel like things start to fall into place for you. The advice, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Empress. I love it. So the Empress was a challenge over here, but the advice is that you're getting into that energy, that you're feeling like, okay, usually the first step is the hardest step to take in a situation. It's that very first, okay, I know I have to do this. I know this has to change. And taking that first step, like that's always the hardest step to take. But once you start getting into it, once things start to change, once things start to happen, then you're like, okay, this is becoming better. This is like, when you start a new job, it's like you feel like you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You're like, I have to learn all of this stuff. Not only do I have to learn all this information, but I have to learn, like, what are the dynamics of the people that are around me? Are they going to be supportive? Are they going to welcome me in? Or are there going to be challenges? Are there going to be people, how are they going to react? Are they going to be helpful in my journey to learn how to do this? Or are they going to just throw me to the wolves and I got to figure this out? There's all of that feelings, but as time goes on, then you start to settle in. And then now that starts to become your new normal. The environment, we have Page. I feel like it's new. It's something young. It's something new. It's something fresh. It's something different. It's something that's exciting. It starts to get you excited again. We have the hopes and fears. We have the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like it's those new, like, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? Is this going to be a challenge? That's like just what I was saying. It's that hopes that, yeah, everything's going to be amazing and my cup's going to be overflowing and I'm going to be moving forward quickly and have that freedom and feel good. But it's also those same fears. We have the potential outcome, and we have the Sun card, which is extremely positive. We have the Judgment card, which is this over here. So we have the near future, and the potential outcome is you're finally hearing that message. It finally makes sense. You're seeing the direction that it's going. You're opening up those doors. And then we have the Two of Cups that wanted to come out. There could be a new relationships coming in for you, new friendships, right? When you move to a new area, or you start something new, or you start a new job, it's like new people that you meet, new friendships that you build, new relationships that you have, that you start to form. And it's also that excitement for yourself and that love for yourself that you're like, wow, I'm so proud of myself. This wasn't an easy situation. It wasn't an easy decision, but I'm so proud of myself for taking those chances and pushing forward. And even though I was dragging my feet, that I had the Empress, I was fighting the change, but I'm so glad I made the change, because look at what has come out of it, how I've changed, how I've grown. Sometimes it's hard to see that as you're going through it, but then when you get through it, you're like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. Let's grab a Star Dragons card. All right, for this reading for Leo. We have Vision, contemplating the future. I feel like the future looks different, but it definitely looks bright for you. I feel like it's definitely has some changes in it. But looking at the future in a different way, right? Contemplating that, deciding, making choices, saying, okay, do I want to stay in this energy or do I want to move forward with that? Let's get a spirit animal card. All right, that one just came flying out. We have Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. I feel like it's, again, with the Judgment, the two Judgment cards, is listening to that inner voice. I feel like the signs around you are lining up to show you what it is that you need to do or choose. I feel like the signs are there pushing you, right? Pushing you forward, pushing you towards that direction that you need to go in. and to be aware of that and to acknowledge them and to not disregard them. All right, so let's grab a wisdom of the oracle energy for Leo. We have not for you. Like, this is not for you. Like, holding yourself back, like being at a stalemate. I feel like that's not for you. And then we have this beautiful one, which is imagine, right? Imagine all of the possibilities when we make changes. I feel like that definitely goes with the Page of Cups. Imagine all of the possibilities and all of the new doors that are opening up for you. Let's grab an energy oracle card for this reading for Leo. We have Angel of Love. So we have that with the Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. It's loving yourself, choosing yourself, and also with those relationships that you surround yourself with. And then we have Envy, being aware of that, right? Is that what's, does that go there with that Queen of Wands? Does that represent her? Is that something that you need to look at? Sometimes we have to look at, okay, how am I really feeling about this? If I don't want change, why do I not want change? Like, what is that that's holding me back? And let's grab one more energy oracle for, we have indecision. So I feel like it's, you know, trying to make, I don't feel like this is something that is going to be resolved overnight, but I feel like being open to the possibilities and listening to all sides and trying to recognize the signs and hear the messages, I feel like that is what helps you. You know what it's like? It's like when you have those clothes in your closet and you haven't worn them in a really long time, but you're not quite ready to donate them or to just, you know, put them in the trash because sometimes they're just falling apart, but you're not quite ready for that. So it's sort of that process of, okay, I'll take them off the hanger and I'll put them in a box or a bag, but I'll leave the bag in my closet so that way I know that it's still there. And then it's like more time goes by and then it's like, you know what, I really haven't used these, so maybe there's someone else that can use these, that it will be useful to them. Or feeling like, okay, I'm moving this bag to the garage, right? And so then it sits in the garage for a while. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to put it in the car and then I'm going to drop it off, right? So it's that process of when you're ready, of when to make those changes. And then we had the fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra, which is speaking up, like speaking your truth, right? The power to communicate, the power to say, okay, I'm ready for change, and working through the process. Like I said, it's not rushing anything. It's exploring things. It's not even like the end result. It's the journey that you're taking and learning about yourself. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.